Have you ever found yourself scrolling through social media only to feel a pang of envy or self-doubt as you see someone else's achievements or lifestyle? You're not alone. Comparing ourselves to others is a common human experience, but it can often leave us feeling inadequate or dissatisfied. In this video, we'll explore why we compare ourselves to others, what drives this behavior, and how it impacts our well-being. We'll also discuss practical ways to break free from the comparison trap and start focusing on our own unique journey. Let's begin by understanding the roots of comparison. Comparison is a natural part of human psychology. From an early age, we look to others to understand how we fit into the world. This instinct helped our ancestors survive by learning from those around them. Today, however, the same instinct can lead us to constantly measure our worth against others, especially in a world filled with curated images and highlight reels. Understanding that comparison is rooted in our biology can help us approach it with more compassion for ourselves. Social media platforms amplify our tendency to compare. With endless streams of photos, achievements, and updates, it's easy to believe that everyone else is living a better, more successful life. What we often forget is that social media is a highlight reel, not a full picture. People share their best moments, rarely their struggles. This distortion can make our own lives seem less impressive by comparison, fueling feelings of inadequacy. There are two main types of comparison: upward and downward. Upward comparison happens when we compare ourselves to those we perceive as better off, which can motivate us or make us feel inferior. Downward comparison is when we look at those we see as less fortunate, which can boost our self-esteem, but may also foster complacency. Both types have their place, but excessive upward comparison is often linked to negative emotions. Constantly measuring ourselves against others can take a toll on our self-esteem. When we focus on what we lack compared to others, we overlook our own strengths and achievements. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and even depression. It's important to recognize these patterns and remind ourselves that everyone has their own struggles, even if they aren't visible. Insecurity often fuels our need to compare. When we're unsure about our own worth or abilities, we look to others for validation. This can become a vicious cycle. The more we compare, the more insecure we feel. Breaking this cycle starts with building self-awareness and practicing self-compassion. By acknowledging our insecurities, we can begin to address them in healthier ways. Our culture and society often set standards for success, beauty, and happiness. These standards are reinforced through media, advertising, and even our own communities. When we internalize these ideals, we may feel pressured to measure up, leading to more frequent comparisons. Recognizing that these standards are often unrealistic or unattainable can help us step back and redefine success on our own terms. It's easy to believe that others have perfect lives, especially when we only see their successes. However, perfection is an illusion. Everyone faces challenges and setbacks, even if they aren't visible to us. By reminding ourselves that no one is perfect, we can reduce the pressure to compare and focus more on our own growth. Each person's journey is unique, shaped by their experiences, values, and goals. When we compare ourselves to others, we ignore the individuality of our own path. Embracing our uniqueness allows us to celebrate our progress and achievements, no matter how different they may look from someone else's. Practicing gratitude can shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. By regularly acknowledging the positive aspects of our lives, we can counteract the negative effects of comparison. Gratitude helps us appreciate our own journey and recognize the value in our everyday experiences. Instead of measuring success by others' standards, set goals that are meaningful to you. Personal goals reflect your values and aspirations, making your achievements more fulfilling. When you focus on your own progress, comparison becomes less relevant, and your motivation comes from within. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with kindness, especially when you make mistakes or fall short. By being gentle with ourselves, we can break the cycle of harsh self-judgment that often comes with comparison. Remember, everyone has ups and downs, and it's okay to be imperfect. If you notice that certain activities or platforms trigger comparison, consider limiting your exposure. This might mean taking breaks from social media or curating your feed to include more positive, supportive content. Protecting your mental space can help you focus on your own growth and well-being. It's possible to celebrate others' successes without diminishing your own worth. By genuinely supporting others, you foster positive relationships and a sense of community. Remember, someone else's achievements don't take away from your own potential or value. In summary, comparing ourselves to others is a natural human tendency, but it doesn't have to control our happiness. By understanding the roots of comparison, practicing gratitude and self-compassion, and focusing on our own unique paths, we can break free from the comparison trap. Embrace your journey, celebrate your progress, and remember that your worth is not defined by anyone else's achievements.